Good morning and happy Tuesday, the 25th of February. This is your tarot reading for the day, and this is the Sky Spirit channel. I want you to pick a number between 1 and 12. Remember, I'm going to read them randomly. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Number 12, straight away. Okay, you have the Three of Wands reversed. The Three of Wands is showing me that you feel that there's no opportunities open to you at the minute. You feel like there's been a real lack of progress recently, and perhaps there's some plans for travel or some plans that you had for some almost like expanding your experiences. You see this guy's looking out over new horizons, and when he's reversed, it's like you feel that your plans have been stilted, changed, you've been restricted. And there's a little bit of frustration going on with you today. But what this card is telling you is to hang tight, okay? Hold fast, and those opportunities will return. Because remember, when these cards are reversed, it's the same energy. It's almost just like showing you the way and reminding you of the potential of the card, okay? So don't feel too despondent about the fact that your plans might have changed, because things will work out for the best. Number 11. Number 11, you have the Queen of Cups reversed. Now, the Queen of Cups reversed, it's almost like it's a woman who is perhaps talking behind your back, or somebody who could be a little bit dishonest. And I'm getting sort of dishonest in the way that, two-faced. So they're saying one thing to your face and saying another thing behind your back. And it's almost like they're, I would say, sticking the knife in is a little bit too harsh. It's like they're causing problems behind the scene, little niggly problems, by just almost like putting you down a little bit, or they're not being as supportive as they could be. So watch out for that person around you, because sometimes it's not the people that we would expect. Okay, it might be somebody you'd least expect. I'm not saying like get totally paranoid and start looking around and thinking everybody's deceiving you, but there's some female energy around you that's just out of kilter, and it is this dishonest energy, this energy of sort of putting you down, not having your best interests at heart. Now, because it's cups, it's very often to do with emotions, or your home life, or your love life. So it's somebody who's involved with you in that particular arena, rather than work as such, unless you're particularly close to work colleagues. So just be aware of that today. And forewarned is forearmed. Number one, you have the Devil reversed. Now, looks like quite a scary card, but when it's reversed, it's actually a really good card, because it means that chains are you're being broken free from chains. You are breaking free from chains. If you have a look at the card, and if you can see there, these are actually the two guys off the Lovers card, and they're chained to the Devil. Now, the Devil very often represents things that you constrain yourself with. So you're almost like your own worst enemy here. And it's things that have you entrapped. So it's like, can be addictions and things like that, or it could just be bad habits, or, when you've put limitations on yourself. So when it's reversed, this means that you're recovering, you're being released from those things. So if you've been battling with something, even like an illness, something like that, if you felt really restricted by it and unable to do the things that you used to do, now this card very often signals that time is coming to an end. So you're breaking free of these chains and moving forward to a much better period in your life. So that's really good news, number one. Number two, you have the Emperor reversed. Okay, so the Emperor reversed is very much about feeling a little bit helpless and almost insecure. So you're not feeling too good about yourself in some way today, number 2. And this card is reminding you that the strength is within you. Okay. It's not that this sort of period of how you're feeling is going to last very long. It's just a passing phase, and it really is going to be just around today that you're feeling this energy of not feeling that you're particularly good at what you want to be able to do. And there's also a feeling of you think somebody should be looking after you more, but they're not, okay? Or you feel like they're not. Now, again, this card is reminding you that these feelings are quite literally, obviously they're in your head, but it's like you're being reminded that what you believe may very often change even tomorrow. So it's just a transient feeling. There's no need to allow those feelings to take root in your psyche, okay? And don't become sort of despondent about them, because not every day is going to feel like this. And it's just a question of changing your perspective, because there are days when we feel really down about something, and then tomorrow that same situation exists, but we look on it from an entirely different perspective. So it's almost like we turn it on its head and it seems completely different. So the Emperor energy is telling you that just keep a hold through this little sort of wobble that's going on. Okay, if you're feeling insecure about your abilities, if you're feeling that people sort of put on you or somebody's not looking out for you, then just bite your tongue a little bit, and there's no need to go off the deep end, because a matter of perspective. And it could be that by tomorrow or later on in the week, you're going to see things completely differently. Number 6. Number 6, you have the Three of Cups reversed. Now, the Three of Cups reversed very often can indicate some overindulgence. So if you've been partying too hard, then today could have been a hard weekend. Today would be a day for reining it in. I know Mondays are very often a day of reining it in, but Tuesdays can be as well. So maybe it's time to think about some moderation in some areas of your life. Now, even though these ladies are wildly waving their cups in the air, this doesn't always indicate that it's, they've been drinking and partying. Could just be overindulgence almost in sort of one particular activity. So if you've really got into, I don't know, a particular TV series, for example, and, you've been binge watching it and spending a lot of time actually on that activity, then perhaps this card is telling you, hey, there's more to life and it's time to stop overindulging in that particular thing. Do you see what I mean? It doesn't have to be like, eating too much cake, having too many glasses of wine, that sort of thing. It can be overindulgence in anything. So even overindulgence in an emotion. So if you've been wallowing in a bit of sadness or, feeling sorry for yourself, then again, that's overindulgence in that particular emotion. So today it's time to wave goodbye to it. Number 3, you have the Lovers. Okay, the Lovers can mean a new relationship on the horizon. It can also mean a new stage of a current relationship. So you could be feeling particularly close to a partner, or it could be that that partner's got something really nice planned for you. So if you're single, then it's a great day. The energy is good for that new person to cross your path. Now, it doesn't necessarily mean that they're going to knock on your door and ask you out for a date. It could just be that you comment on something on social media with that person involved, or could be that you just bump into each other, or he or she just crosses your mind. Now, the other side of this card is about choices. And it's very often to do with romantic choices. So if you're being indecisive about a relationship, either the outcome of a relationship, staying in a relationship or not, choosing between two different people, or choosing whether you want to remain single or whether you're ready to actually start dating again, then this energy today, this card draws your attention to the fact that those are choices that you can make. You're empowered to do that today. So really have a look at your emotions and partnerships and potentials for partnerships around you today, number 3, and see what you can do. And let me know in the comments if that resonates with you. Number 4. Number 4, you have the Ace of Wands. The Ace of Wands is about new ideas, creativity, potentials, success. So this is talking about you having a real sort of flux of new ideas coming into your head. Perhaps it's something creative. Perhaps it's an idea for something to do, something social, something, a new project, a new way of doing things. So this energy of new beginnings is very much in your aura today, and you're being handed the staff or the wand of new beginnings. So it's like abracadabra, and it will happen because the energy of magic is with you today. And it's almost like anything you start today is almost destined to succeed. Okay, it's a real favorable energy that's associated with success and projects taking off and everything sort of falling into place and going as you would hope they would, like best case scenario type of thing. So if you've got those ideas today, number 4, don't procrastinate, just act on them. Number 10. Number 10, you have the Knight of Cups. And the Knights are very often about movement, about things coming into your life. And this sort of, the Knight of Cups is often a knight in shining armor. So he or she, because knights can be male or female, it can be somebody new coming into your life, a love interest. As I said, your knight in shining armor, or if it's not a love interest, it could just be somebody who saves the day for you. And that doesn't necessarily mean somebody that's saving you from peril. It could just be somebody that offers you the exact right words at the exact right time. So they really pick your spirits up. So look out for this person coming into your circle of energy today, because they're there to help you. The universe has sent you a knight in shining armor. So make sure you take full advantage of that and accept their help. Number 7. Number 7, you have the 9 of Pentacles reversed. The 9 of Pentacles reversed it shows that you're feeling that there's been some failed projects, or you've experienced some sort of losses recently, and it's around the domestic front. So it's often when we've lost something in the home, or there's been some damage to property or loss of property or something like that. So it's a domestic loss, or almost like something that's failed. And this card is telling you that, okay, you might be feeling this really strongly today, because it is awful when we lose something or when something fails. But remember, when these cards are reversed, it's reminding you of the potential of the upright energy of this card. And the upright energy of the card is about luxury. It's about success. It's about things that work, things on the domestic front that come together nicely, attracting more, the law of attraction, bringing more into your sort of domestic circle. So it's like domestic bliss. And you see this lady here is looking ever so happy with a little bird on her hand there. So it's like she's happy at home. She's got happiness around her. She's in a beautiful garden. So even though today you're feeling that you've lost out, be reminded that this is just temporary, and this energy is going to change around for you, because nothing lasts. Okay, nothing is forever. And this is a really quick card as well. So it's almost like telling you that even by tomorrow, you're going to see things very differently. So if today you're feeling really down and feeling that something's not worked out, or you've lost out on something, then just bide your time, go with the flow, sit back, let the energy flow over you. So let it go over your head, because it's fixable. And this almost as well, this card always says there's sort of no need, you don't need to take any action to fix things. It's like it's automatically a flow, and it will change back for you very quickly. Number 5. Number 5, you have the Eight of Pentacles reversed. So basically, this card is very often about there's some skills that you've learned or you have a real talent, but you're not putting it to good use. Now, it could be that you haven't got the confidence in your abilities, or it could be that somebody's asked you if you'd like to be involved with something and you've turned them down because you don't think you'd be very good at it. Now, this card is reminding you that you do have a talent, you are good at this particular thing, and it's something that you need to be comfortable with showing others, be comfortable with sharing that ability, and not sort of feel that you have to hide your light under a bushel, okay? Because you have a tendency to do that. Now, this card is telling you when it's in its upright position, it's all about fantastic skills and learning things and putting things to good use. So when it's reversed, there's that blockage on that energy, and it's like you've had ambitions, but you've let them slide, and you've just sort of took a back seat and thought, nah, I can't do this. I'm not clever enough, or I haven't got the talent, or I'm not creative, or whatever. And you're being reminded that you do have the talent, you can do it. So get out there and do it. Number 8. Number 8, you have the Two of Wands reversed. Two of Wands reversed is very much about feeling stuck and feeling like you're stuck in a rut, or perhaps being stagnating and feeling that there's two options and you really don't know which one to choose. It's like you're stuck between a rock and a hard place. And this card today is telling you that energy where you're feeling stuck, just don't make those decisions today, all right? Because it could be that you've been feeling this rock and a hard place thing for a while. Things are going to come to head quite quickly in that particular situation, but today is not the day for pushing forward with that decision. So it's not the day for that energy to reverse just yet, but it will happen. So just sit back today, put up with it for one more day or a little bit longer, and just be aware that the light is going to shine and almost illuminate the way. So what seems like almost an impossible decision at the moment, once that energy reverses, you'll see this man is like looking off into the sunset here. And that's to show you that he's suddenly, the light has illuminated the way for him. And that's what's going to happen to you. So just bear with this for today and trust in the universe. The universe is going to show you the way. Number 9, finally. Number 9, you have the Ace of Pentacles reversed. Now, this is talking about really sort of, were you going to purchase something or do something with money, then decided not to, and now you're thinking, wow, I wish I'd actually done that. I wish I'd gone ahead and bought that, or I wish I'd gone ahead and started that action. So it could be like a project or something to do with money, something to do with work, something to do with a career. And it's like you could have done it. You could have bought something. You could have started something. You decided not to. And then today you're feeling like, oh God, I wish I'd done that. It would have been great. And why didn't I do that? Now, what this card is telling you is that you could be feeling like this today, but it's almost like a blessing, because the potential for this Ace of Pentacles is still here. It just hasn't manifested yet. It wasn't the right time for that decision. So even though you're feeling that you made the wrong decision, you didn't, okay? You have actually done the right thing. You just need to give it a little bit of time, and that opportunity will present again. Okay, so look out for that turning round, for that energy coming round again, and this time you'll know that it's the right thing to do, and you'll feel it, and you'll feel happy, because when we've got a decision to make and we're not quite confident about doing it, when we feel like that, it's very often a good idea to actually delay the decision, because it's like our own energy, our spirit, if you like, is actually like putting the brakes on and saying, no, don't do it just yet. So just rest on your laurels and things will change, and you'll feel that change, and you'll know it's the right time to move forward. Okay, I hope you enjoyed that reading for Tuesday. I'll see you tomorrow. Have a fabulous day, whatever you're planning to do for the rest of the day, and stay weird.